MPCST AKS University Cell. Welcome, sir and madam. Am I audible to all of you? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Nilesh sir, am I audible to all of you? Nilesh sir, am I audible to you?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Thank you, sir. Thanks. I feel very proud to announce that we are celebrating National Mathematics Day on the birth anniversary of great Indian mathematician Sri Ramanujan sir. Today, as you all know, today we are celebrating National Mathematics Day on the birth memory of Dr. Great Mathematician Sri Ramanujan sir. Okay, I feel very proud because I belong to the mathematics, so that I feel very proud.
The given equation satisfy the Laplacian equation b equal to x square plus y square minus z.
First of all, I welcome to the HOD of Mathematics Department, Dr. Sudha Agrawal, to introduce our program. Welcome, ma'am. Please say few words regarding our program.
हेलो हेलो आवाज आ रही सर आई एम ऑडिबल
Yes, ma'am.
यस सर
Proceed.
गुड मॉर्निंग टू ऑल ऑफ यू AKS University Cell to providing us to such platform to organize such program to our students. This program is on National Mathematics Day and this program is organized by the Department of Mathematics and MapCost AKS University Cell. Also, this program is catalyzed and supported by National Council for Science and Technology Communication, DST, who are the member of this MapCost AKS University Cell, also had Department of Biotechnology, have more supported to organize such type of program. I am thankful to our AKS University Chancellor and Pro Vice Chancellor. Here I am inviting and welcome to Dr. Nilesh Rai sir, Head Department of Physics. Now we are starting our program to invite Dr. Nilesh Rai sir say few words on this program. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Okay.
और एज वी नो कि 22 दिसंबर लगभग ही हमारा गणित का पूरा सप्ताह ही चल रहा है, गणित वीक जिसको हम कह सकते हैं। 22 दिसंबर को गणित वीक मनाने का जो हमारे विश्वविद्यालय में भी मनाया जाता रहा है और आगे भी चलेगा, क्योंकि गणित के क्षेत्र में आर्यभट्ट, ब्रह्मगुप्त, महावीर, भास्कर जैसे और भी महान वैज्ञानिक रहे हैं जिन्होंने गणित के क्षेत्र में काफी भूमिका निभाई है। उनमें से रामानुजन चूंकि बहुत ही कम उम्र में, ये 33 एज में ही चूंकि यहाँ पर स्वर्ग सुधार गए थे और इतने कम उम्र में गणित के क्षेत्र में अपने अलग संकेत दे दिए थे। बहुत सारे कंट्रीब्यूशंस दिए हैं, जैसे कि फ्रैक्शंस, इनफाइनाइट सीरीज, नंबर थ्योरी, मैथमेटिकल एनालिसिस, मैजिक नंबर और भी बहुत सारे क्षेत्र हैं जहां पे भी हैं जो भी काफी डेप्थ में जुड़े हुए हैं। गणित के छात्रों को अपने सब्जेक्ट को बढ़ावा देने के लिए, सब्जेक्ट की गहराई को समझने के लिए और इस क्षेत्र में जो महान वैज्ञानिक रहे हैं उनके योगदान को याद करने के लिए हमें इस डे को मनाना चाहिए। और उसी क्रम में मैं थैंक्स करूंगा डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स का, जिन्होंने MPCST और अदर नेशनल एजेंसी से जो इसके लिए सहयोग उनको प्राप्त हुआ है, उन्होंने इसके लिए काफ़ी अप्रोच की, उनको सहयोग मिला, वो भी इसके लिए बधाई के पात्र हैं। और क्योंकि जैसा कि प्रोग्राम शेड्यूल में मैं देख रहा हूँ, एक्सपर्ट लेक्चर भी होगा मैजिक नंबर पर, और एक मैथमेटिक्स के ऊपर एक डॉक्यूमेंट्री मूवी भी दिखाई जाएगी। सो हम सभी इंक्लूडिंग स्टूडेंट काफ़ी बेनिफिट होंगे, और कुछ चीज़ें जो हम लोगों के दिमाग से स्किप हो रही थी उनको भी वापस से दिखाया जाएगा, वापस याद कराया जाएगा, तो काफ़ी अच्छा लगेगा। और इन 2 दिन में हम सभी छात्र और फैकल्टी मेंबर्स इस चीज़ का बेनिफिट लेंगे। बाहर से कुछ लेक्चर भी चलाए जा रहे हैं, उनको भी हम लोग सुनेंगे। तो मैं इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैथमेटिक्स डे के अवसर पर रामानुजन के जन्मदिन को याद करते हुए, उनके योगदान को याद करते हुए, सभी डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स के फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, सभी सीनियर छात्र, उन सभी को शुभकामनाएं देता हूं। और ये उम्मीद करता हूं कि जो भी छात्र हैं वो अपने फैकल्टी के अंडर में रहकर अच्छी रिसर्च करेंगे मैथमेटिक्स पर, और आगे चल के अपने जीवन को सफल बनाएंगे। So I am stopping here in these words. Thank you very much for inviting me. Thank you, Sudha madam.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Nilesh sir. Thank you
Nilesh sir.
Thank you, Nilesh sir. Thank you for your valuable word. We all note your thanks for your good wishes, and we all note your advice and suggestions. Thanks for your suggestions. Thank you, sir. After that, I would like to welcome to Dr. Kamlesh Chore sir, who is head of the Department of Biotech Department and also member of MPCST AKS University Cell. Please, sir, say few words for this program. Dr. Kamlesh Chore sir, welcome,
Yeah.
sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Dr. Ekta Srivastava, ma'am, for inviting me to deliver some words related with this very important event that is on National Mathematics Day, which was already been passed. But recently, MP Council of Science and Technology, Government of MP just asked us to submit a proposal for organizing this National Mathematics Day. So I just request Dr. Sudha Agrawal, madam, to design a very nice program for the benefits of entire fraternity of mathematics. So just she designed this very excellently. We can see here, and there are certain kind of events which will be organized during these 2 days. And I can say that she has organized very nicely this whole program, not only for school students, but at the level of research. Anyone can join this event and can learn new things, and also they can deliver their expertise related with this area. So this overall these duties of all of us, so that we can give very nice insight related with the mathematics, and we can deliver it to our students, and so that they can be motivated to take this field as a challenge and as their future career. Because we can see in present time students are neglecting this subject mathematics, and they are not aware about the importance of this mathematics. So this is a duty of all of us. We should deliver proper knowledge about this mathematics to the students, so that they can take it as a challenge and they can make their career in the future. So I must congratulate to all the organizers, especially Dr. Sudha Agrawal madam and Mr. Radha Krishna Shukla. Both of them very nicely designed this whole program, and especially Professor R.N. Tripathi sir, Dean, Faculty of Basic Science, who is also here. So I must congratulate the entire team, and I also extend my thanks to MP Council of Science and Technology. There, Dr. Vikas Deshpande, Chief Scientist, who is all managing all this program with National Council for Science and Technology in Communication. And I am honored that I am the member of that university cell at MEPFOS, and they are always giving us very good encouragement so that we can organize this kind of event for all the entire basic science field. Not only mathematics, in the future we will organize programs for physics, chemistry, biotechnology, life sciences. So in the future, many programs we will organize in this manner. So thank you everyone for inviting me for saying this few words. And I request all the participants take seriously part in this event so that you can learn new things from the speakers from very renowned
platform for the student so that they definitely make confident in this field and get a chance to perform in mathematics side. Okay, after that I would like after that we directly come to our guest speech. Now I would like to welcome to our guest who gives us important informations regarding the magic number so that our student understand how we get fear, reduce our fear to by the mathematics and become very successful mathematician. Hand over to Radhe Kishan sir. Hello Radhe sir, please.
Yes, yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Dr. Ekta Srivastava, ma'am. Now, now, I would like to request.
Rajesh, sir, your voice is not clear.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm audible.
Yeah, now you are audible.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Now, we are ready for our expert. Dr. Adit Agnihotri, our expert. जल्दी ज्वाइन करिए, बस ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं हमारे साथ.
इंट्रोड्यूस कर दीजिए सर इनको.
सर डॉक्टर आदित्य अग्निहोत्री, ये हमारे यूनिवर्सिटी ऑफ लेक्चरर हैं अल सिद्दीकी स्कूल यूएई दुबई में. जो हमारे हमको उसमें
सर आपकी वॉइस क्लियर नहीं आ रही है सर.
I just welcome to our guest Mr. Siddiqui sir. They join after Aditya Agnihotri. Sorry sir, Aditya Agnihotri sir just recently joined. We are waiting. Hello Agnihotri sir, are you here?
नहीं अभी नहीं है.
नहीं आया लगता है.
Please contact him. Yeah, now.
Yes. Now
Okay.
he's here.
I would like to welcome welcome sir.
ज्वाइन कर ली है मैडम, ज्वाइन कर दी है.
आदित्य सर आपका ऑडियो
हाँ ज्वाइन हो चुका.
Aditya sir, you are not audible.
Sudha ma'am, just mute your mic because you are logging with at two places. Yeah. Ekta ma'am, please introduce Dr. Aditya sir.
Okay sir.
Dr. Aditya Agnihotri.
Yes, can you all able to hear me?
Yeah, we can.
Yes.
You may proceed, sir.
Yes, good morning to everyone.
Yes, sir.
Good morning sir.
Good morning, ma'am. Good morning, everyone.
Good morning sir. Please start your speech sir. We are waiting for your valuable words.
Okay, first of all, good morning to everyone. And first of all, I would like to thanks to the Department of Mathematics of AKS University Satna for organizing this National Mathematics Day 2020, who gave me an opportunity to speak before you all. So I'm going to present you the some of my presentation. So just wait. I'm just presenting now. First of all, I would like to just tell you all about Ramanujan's number theory. Then I will just start my presentation before you all. The man who knew infinity. So the man who knew infinity, that is the Ramanujan's. That Ramanujan's knew more than the infinity. He contributed theorems and independent compiled 3,900 results in the mathematics. And one of the fascinating number which the Ramanujan introduced here is the taxi cab number. I think that many of you know about it, and some of you don't know about it. That G.H. Hardy once met the Ramanujan in the hospital. So he came with a taxi with the number of 1729, which seems a fairly ordinary number, but Ramanujan said that it was not 1729, a ordinary number. He said that the number is the smallest number which can be expressed the sum of two cubes into different forms. That is 1729 is the number. You can see it is the cubes of the two numbers, that is 10 and 9. So 10 cube is 1000, already we know about it, and 9 cube is 729. So when we add it, we will get 1729. And another way of writing 1729 is the cube, sum of the cubes of 12 and 1, because the cube of 12 is 1728 and 1 cube is 1. So it is also a 1729. The number, taxi number, which is given by the Ramanujan, that is a fascinating number, and he knows the numbers very well. So I'm going to start my presentation here that with the numbers. What is the history of the numerals coming from India? So it is universally accepted that our decimal numbers, which were invented in India, transforms via Arab culture to Europe. So what kind of our Indian systems is having and invented the numbers? The numbers kahan se aaye, kis tarah se? We will see that early humans in Paleolithic age likely the counted animals for every day. Whenever there are farmers and many years old, कि हम लोग के पास जब sheeps कुछ sheeps होती थी, लोग ले जाते थे अपनी, and they are counted that how they are counted their animals, कैसे वो लोग count करते थे. So that the number system started from there. And the mapping, especially mapping, that is 1 1 and on 2, that was there. वो अभी हम लोग जो पढ़ रहे हैं वो उस टाइम पे भी थी, right? But not in this form of just definitions, but they are counting with the form, with the help of sticks. They are having कुछ लकड़ी की sticks वो लोग लेते थे, and they are just taking the one stick with the one sheep, then the another stick with the another sheep, right? And in this way they are counting their sheeps. And एक और चीज थी उस समय 1 1 on 2 मैपिंग कैसे वो लोग कर लेते थे, जबकि हम लोग अभी इस समय पढ़ते हैं, देन वी आर एबल टू डू इट. लाइक वो लोग one stick for the one animal रखते थे, one stick for the second animal, and like this. If the number of sticks are equal to the number of जो भी sheeps रहती थी, then it is a 1 1 mapping, 1 1 on 2 mapping. If the stick is left there, then it means that one sheep is missing, right? So in this way the numbers coming in India, and these developed as passes the time. Now I'm going to introduce the Egyptian numbers. You can see there are counting. One is counting like this. You can see on the screen, and 2 is like this, 3 is like this. In Egypt, they are forming the 5 numbers like 3 sticks and 2 sticks. But in India, we used to write in the tally marks after that. टैली मार्क्स सब लोगों ने स्टूडेंट्स ने भी पढ़ा होगा दैट इन द इन योर स्कूलिंग एज. तो ये इजिप्शियन नंबर्स रहते थे. So in Egypt and Hebrew numbers were essentially extensions of the tally marks. These are the extensions of the tally marks. The used of a range of different numbers to represent the larger values. In ancient Egyptian system, a coiled rope, you can see here, a coiled rope, this represents 100. And this is water lily, this is represented here 1000. So in the early age, we are going to represent these numbers. This is coiled rope, this is water lily, and thus each symbol was repeatedly as many times as necessary, and we are added together so under the ancient Egyptian system. So these are the essential this number, like if we are going to write this number 4568, this can be represented in the Egyptian numbers by this. You can see this is water lilies and this is the coil ropes and the another system of the numbers here. So in Babylonian numerals, these are the Babylonian numbers which I am showing you in the slide. These are the numbers 1 to, I have written here that is how can we write 1 to 10, then 11 to 20. So this is up to the 59 numbers. This is Babylon वासी इसको इस्तेमाल करते थे उस time पे. And there are other number systems here. I want to show you one of the number system. This is the Nagari numerals. So in ancient time they are having their own ancient traditions, और अपने अपने उन लोगों ने कुछ numbers को निकाला. But how the numbers coming in the exactly form? So I want to show you one of the this is a very good topic, that Loshu. अगर किसी ने इसके बारे में सुना है तो it is nice. If you don't know about it, then I am going to tell you. This is ये God generated बोला जाता है, and in China it is very famous, that Loshu grid. So this is there is a grid. आप इसको देख सकते हो. This is top corner 492357816. This is written in the rows and these are the columns here. This is a grid, 3x3 grid here. So this is known as the Loshu grid. This is a square shaped design which consists of 9 numbers from 1 to 9 with 3 rows and 3 columns. Total of each row and each column sums to 15. इसकी खास बात क्या है? When you sum up, कोई भी रो आप ले लीजिए, 4 plus 9 plus 2. You can see my arrow here, that 4 plus 9 plus 2. When you sum up, you will get 15. When you sum the second row, you will get 15, and इस पे भी आपको 15 मिलेगा. And likewise, when you sum any column, you will get 15, and any diagonal, you will get 15. So it is considered a sacred square. Chinese numerology has always been associated with the magical Loshu grid. This is a magical Loshu grid. अभी क्या इस्तेमाल होता है? I am just going to tell you, which was discovered about around 3000 to 4000 years ago. अब ये आया कहाँ से? Yes, the intrinsic patterns of the chart, together the way of the numbers move about the grid. It is believed offer clues that characteristics, outcomes, events with the environment. ये एक आपको you can see here the tortoise. एक ये कछुआ आया था. It is ये कहाँ से ये जनरेट हुआ? एक रिवर में से, right? तो इसके पीठ पर ये नंबर्स लिखे हुए थे. So, and it is this tortoise shell having a 3x3 square on its back, and the sum of every horizontal, vertical, and the diagonal row was added up to 15. Now, 15 is the number of the days between the new moon and the full moon. The number 5 was also highly regarded in ancient China, and this magic square had a number 5 in the center. You can see this is the 5 is in the center here. अब इस नंबर से होता क्या है? आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू टेक 5 minutes ओवर इट एंड देन मूव टू द नेक्स्ट स्लाइड्स. इस नंबर से ये होता है, यू कैन अंडरस्टैंड इन चाइनीज वालों का ये ज्यादा मान्यता है दैट इन द फ्यूचर प्रेडिक्शन, व्हेन वी आप इसको अगर फ्यूचर प्रेडिक्ट करोगे, देन व्हाटएवर योर डेट ऑफ बर्थ इज देयर, व्हेन यू राइट द नंबर्स ऑफ योर डेट ऑफ बर्थ, इफ सपोज समवन इज 15th August 1947, अगर किसी की डेट ऑफ बर्थ है, आई एम गोइंग टू टेक द एग्जांपल 15th August 1947, then there is 15, 1 5 is there, 19 yani 1 9 is there, and 4 7 is there. So whatever the numbers is in your date of birth, you can write in the grid, and the number, some of the numbers are missing. ठीक है, कुछ नंबर्स उसमें मिस होंगे, कुछ नंबर्स इसमें होंगे. So whatever the missing numbers is there, that is predicted your missing things in your life, and the numbers which is present there, that is given in your life. So each number having the some significance in astronomy of the Chinese. Also in different countries also they are making something here like. तो इसमें कुछ नंबर्स के अलग अलग जैसे हम आपको थोड़ा सा बता देते हैं. So 4 number signifies here the wealth and prosperity. If 4 is present in your date of birth, that is wealth and prosperity. The 9 number is signifying here the reputation and fame, and 2 number is relationship. This 2 number gives you the relationship here. 3 number signifying the health, 5 number signifying the strength and stability, and 7 number is the creativity. If 7 is present in anybody's date of birth, then it is that one is creative personality, and if it is missing, then non creativity is there. Okay, 8 is for education and knowledge. If 8 is present in your date of birth, means that agar 8 hai wahan par maujud hai, then it is that is the education and knowledge. And if it is missing, then that is a missing of the education and the knowledge. And 1 is signifies the career growth. 1 is signifies the career growth. And 6 is basically related to your travel though internationally, and travel relationship internationally, right? तो ये कुछ numbers हैं जो signify करते हैं. I'm not going into the deeper side because it takes so much time related to the astronomy and all. So that this is the number, that is that these numbers are given by the God as all over the world. This is known as the Loshu grid, right? So now we come to our number system. That what is your definition of the number? The question is a challenging one because defining the abstract idea of the number is extremely difficult. More than 2,500 years ago, the great number enthusiastic Pythagoras described the number as the first principle, a thing which is undefined. Incomprehensibly, having its in itself all numbers, even today we are still struggle with the notion of what numbers mean. So there is not the exact definition of the number, but some magical numbers I am going to show you. These are also known as the Ramanujan's magical numbers. So what are these numbers? There are just 4 numbers after unity, means after 1, unity means 1, which are the sums of the cubes of their digits. अगर कुछ ऐसे नंबर हम लोग लेते हैं, आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू इलैबोरेट इट, कि कुछ ऐसे नंबर्स लेते हैं, क्या उनके जो नंबर्स, व्हाट आई एम राइटिंग द नंबर्स that are the sum of their cubes. तो कुछ ऐसे नंबर 1 के बाद कुछ ऐसे नंबर ही मिलते हैं, like 153. You can see 153, 153. If you just separate the 1, take the cube of it, 5 cube of it, and 3 cube of it. Just take its cube and add them. You will get 153. Okay, if you want, then you can, some of you students can note down these numbers. These are the very magical numbers that we can add the cubes of different digits. We will get the numbers. Second number we are getting here 370. अगर आप इसको भी देखोगे, this is 3 cube plus 7 cube plus 0 cube. And you add all these, taking the cubes here, constantly grow 11, 12, 13, 14, 41. So this is 66 cube. So these are what is the aim of this presentation? My aim is to know, क्योंकि different cultures में, different countries में, because I taught the students more than my teaching students like and UAE students, including these कुछ लिखा है, they are just only do that. वो सारा का सारा मेजॉरिटी पार्ट 90% पार्ट इंडिया से आया. अच्छा, ये बात बहुत ही कम स्टूडेंट्स जानते हैं, इवन दे डोंट नो अबाउट इट, मेनी टीचर्स डोंट नो अबाउट इट. जो हमारे पुराने टाइम पे था, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल एक एग्जांपल आपको लेकर के हम आपको यहाँ पे बताते हैं. यू कैन सी uh, in ancient time there was a formula, that is quadratic formula, given by the Sridharacharya. सबको पता है, every student know about it, every teacher know about it, who is having the mathematics formula दिया, that is known as Sridharacharya formula. अब now in English medium schools, अब जो schools आ गए हैं, you can see in the CBSE classes, in the ICSE boards and many other boards, वो लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, उस श्रीधराचार्य का नाम हटा दिया है and they are known as the quadratic formula. You can see. So this is one of the example that the Indian mathematics, mathematicians name अब हटते जा रहे हैं and generalized name आते जा रहे हैं. So but वही हम आपको, मेरा aim है in this presentation that you came to know about the Indian mathematicians along with the Ramanujan. Ramanujan तो एक mathematician Indian थे ही, but उनके साथ में बहुत सारे ऐसे Indian mathematicians थे जिन्होंने अपनी books लिखी and they have given a lots of formula. After that, the other countries adopted them. But हुआ क्या कि कुछ समय बाद उनके नाम in physical sciences, in astro of a cyclic quadrilateral. So students, every one of you know that what is the cyclic quadrilateral. कोई भी quadrilateral अगर we are going to make it inside the circle कि उसके चारों vertices CS minus D. This formula generalization हमारे यहाँ ब्रह्मगुप्त ने बहुत पहले ही दे दिया था. आप किसने क्या क्या किया, then you came to know about it. Geometry, hand decagon, right? आपने मेरे ख्याल से नहीं सुना होगा इसके बारे में, या इसको undecagon भी बोलते हैं. This is 11-sided polygon. This is the problem when you search out in decagon cannot be constructed. इसको construct नहीं किया. Okay. So because 11 is per point prime. I think that if you don't know Petri polygon also, so this is a higher classes thing. मैं इसके lecture को थोड़ा सा short में यानी कह सकते हैं थोड़ा level कम कर. Polygon for a regular polytop, that is this polygon 11 sided का हम लोग construct नहीं कर सकते. This is one of the problem in the geometry. So इसका जो है जॉन फ्लेंडर पेट्री थे, इन्होंने was the only son of the Egyptologist एक थे ये Flinders Petrie. He was born in 1907 and as a schoolboy showed remarkable promise of mathematical ability. In periods of intense concentration, he could answer questions about complicated four-dimensional objects by visualizing them. तो इन्होंने इस पर वर्क किया and he realized that the importance of the regular skew polygons which appear on the surface of regular polyhedra and higher polytops. So ये होता क्या बेसिकली, मेरे ख्याल से आई थिंक इसमें शेप लाइक अ फुटबॉल आप ले लो, राइट? फुटबॉल, इफ वी आर गोइंग टू ड्रॉ सम लाइंस ओवर इट ऑन द पॉलीगॉन, अगर इसको हम लोग पॉलीगॉन की शेप में बनाते हैं, then it is here the Petrie polygons are named for the mathematician John Flinders Petrie. These are the, you can, so tell you after that 50 to 100 BC, right before Christ, yani 150 to 100 to 150 before Christ years. तब Antikythera mechanism था. This is just like an analog computer which used to know about the positions of the astronomical objects. ये कुछ इस तरह का दिखता था. So if you want to know more about it, if some student, any one of you want to know more about it, you can go through, there are many videos or many articles on it on the internet पे बहुत सारे इसके पड़े हुए हैं, आप इसकी डिटेल्ड जान सकते हो. एंटीकाइथेरा, बट आई विश टू टेल यू इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ इट बिकॉज आप लोग को नहीं पता होगा हमारे इंडियन मैथमेटिशियंस ने क्या क्या काम करे. तो एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल ऑब्जेक्ट्स को बताने के लिए, उनकी पोजीशंस को बताने के लिए और उनके बारे में देखने के लिए कब एक्लिप्स होगा, कब क्या होगा, उसके लिए बहुत सारे ये यूज हुआ है. एंड इफ यू इन शॉर्ट, spherical, one is Euclidean, one is spherical and one is hyperbolic. Three geometries होते हैं, इनके कुछ axioms axioms means कि जिसको हम लोग we are accepting the statements of certain thing without proof here, right? So any two points can be joined by a straight line. This is the axiom, first axiom of Euclid. You will always get a straight line. This is the first axiom here. And any straight line segment can be extended center, endpoint as center. So this is one of the axiom. All right angles are congruent. एक axiom ये भी हम लोग के पास. We are accepting this statement that all right angles are the congruent angles. throw a point not on a given straight line, one and only one line can be drawn. So in about three definitions he gives the five postulates हम लोग के पास बन के आई, that is जो the Euclidean geometry. The fifth postulate is called the parallel postulate. Euclid used to, after that we are having the five axioms spherical geometry. Okay, just a minute here. So these are the five axioms for the spherical geometry. So इसमें आपके कुछ चीजों को accept किया गया. Euclidean की line segment can be extended indefinitely in a straight line. Yes, correct. Any straight line segment, a circle can be drawn having the segments as radius. Four axioms on the sphere. Spherical geometry means what? They are doing the geometry on the sphere. Sphere पर आप line खींचो, एक line आप खींचो, not sphere on the flat, right? So both have the different things. ठीक है, sphere पे आपकी line कैसी जाएगी? Is this a straight line? It is seeing the straight line. If the sphere is, it depends on the shape of the sphere. Having the hyperbolic geometry also. Hyperbolic geometry क्या होती है? Yeah, the five axioms here. The line segment is a point not on a given straight line. Indefinitely, many lines can be drawn that never meet the given line. How do we interpret the first four axioms and the last axiom here as living inside a disk? Putting as entire indefinite word inside a disk will lead to some distortion as you might expect. We think that the center of the disk as being close to Euclidean geometry. So here is the mathematical problem given by the David Hilbert. So about Hilbert's address and his 23 mathematical problems. So it is in Paris is perhaps the most influencing speech ever given to mathematicians, given by the David Hilbert to the mathematicians. In it, Hilbert outlined 23 major mathematical problems to be studied in the coming century. Some are broad, such as axiomatization of physics, and might never be considered completed. Others, such as problem 3, were much more specific and solved quickly. Some are expectations as the continuum hypothesis. कुछ problems solved हुई हैं, कुछ problems जो है वो expectations के according solved नहीं हुई हैं. You can see these are the greatest theorems. कुछ theorems हैं. So in school levels and in undergraduate. Okay. You can see Eilers and formats. So the students, those who are doing undergraduate and postgraduate students know about the Fermat's theorem and Eilers generalization also. And if you are only the student of undergraduate, then you know the basic theorems only. So ये नॉट क्या चीज है, बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है यहाँ पर. आप देखोगे द नॉट्स कैन बी डिस्क्राइब्ड इन वेरियस वेज. नॉट मींस आप समझ सकते हो नॉट लगाना, जो कि आप जनरली देखते हो. इवन द जो आप शूज पे नॉट लगाते हो, शूज की लेस पे, राइट, वो भी नॉट है. ऑलराइट, so knots can be described in various ways. Given a method of description, however, there may be more than one description that represents the same knot. For example, a common method of describing a knot is a planar diagram called the knot diagram. You can see on the screen. Any given knot can be drawn in many different ways using a knot diagram. Therefore, a fundamental problem in knot theory is determining when the two descriptions. कि आपने लेस को देखा कैसी होती है, अगर आप लेस पूरी निकाल दो शूज में से तो एक ही तो होगी, वन डायमेंशन होगी, राइट. एक शूज में डालते हो, देन यू नॉट लगाते हैं, राइट, wrapping it around its. So one dimensional line segment wrapped in 1771 by Alexander Theophil Vandermonde. Mathematical studies of knots began in the 19th century with Gauss, who defined the linking integral. अब इसके आगे इसकी थ्योरी बन गई पूरी की पूरी. That is the first knots for the complete classification. इसका पूरा algorithm and knots groups, knots invariant, knots and linked have been tabulated since the beginnings of the knot theory in the 19th century. So ancient Greeks founded Western mathematics, but you can see here ये कुछ ऐसी problems हैं जैसे value of pi कहाँ से generate हुई, अभी इसके बारे में हम लोग आगे बातचीत करेंगे. Okay, तो famous paradoxes, problem of points, a proof that E is an irrational number. ये सब आप लोगों कुछ problems you can in high school level you have studied, and this is sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So high school level, these are the some of the things. And in undergraduate level, you have studied P is an irrational, pi is irrational, Fermat's little studying, or you have studied already. These are the PG level hypothesis and the theorems. More and more branches. This is just like an ocean. And इसमें से जितना भी आप पढ़ते जाओगे, so these are the other branches and equations in the mathematics. So now I am going to come with the Rubik's cube. सब लोगों ने बचपन में ये चीज देखी होगी. This is one of the interesting topic. Rubik's cube इसको बोलते हैं. So other कभी puzzles को solve भी किया होगा, right? So the Rubik's cube is a three-dimensional combination puzzle invented in 1974 by Hungarian sculptor and by the businessman Tabor Laxi and Seven Towns founder Tom Kramer. Rubik's cube was won the 19 award. So इसको बोला गया as of and January 2009 350 million cubes have been sold worldwide. अच्छा 2009 तक के लिए आप लोग समझिएगा इसको, जनवरी 2009 की रिपोर्ट है कि 350 मिलियन क्यूब्स इसके बेचे गए पूरे वर्ल्ड में, राइट. सो दिस इज वन ऑफ द इंटरेस्टिंग दैट थिंग इज. अच्छा इसमें मैथमेटिक्स कहाँ से आ रही है, यू कैन सी. अब आप कहोगे व्हाई यू आर शोइंग मी दिस लाइक दिस, बिकॉज दिस इज अटैच्ड विद द मैथमेटिक्स मेकिंग इट द क्यूब. ईच ऑफ द 6 फेसेस वाज कवर्ड बाय 9 स्टिकर्स. अच्छा इसकी खासियत यू कैन सी. How many faces are there? 6 faces, right? This is a cube. So already this is having the 6 faces. And it is covered by the 9 stickers, each one of 6 solid colors. आप देख सकते हो 6 solid colors are there here. इसमें different colors होते हैं, right? 9 stickers, blue, orange, green and yellow. So is there opposite green and orange is opposite to red. And so these are the things. अच्छा इसको क्या करना होता है, clockwise enables each face to turn independently and mixing up the colors. I think also Harvard abstract algebra group theory, you can even find it out more knowledge about it. So these are, the branches of the mathematics, fairly comprehensive list of the other branches here of the algebra, especially. These are the mathematical analysis branches here. Be aware with some of the branches which you have already studied. So geometry, that is a practical example here. Discrete mathematics and the graph theory, that is the Königsberg resolution. लियोनार्ड आइलर इन 1736 उन्होंने क्या बोला था, इसको समझते हैं. ग्राफ थ्योरी में ये एक सिटी है ऑफ वन ब्रिज, यू कैन सी दिस इज राइट हियर द रिवर and the included the 2 large islands. The problem was to devise a walk through the city that would cross each of those bridges once and only once. सारे ब्रिजेस से होके जाना है लेकिन one and only one time, that you cannot cross the bridge in the second time. So Euler was the first. Euler एक mathematician थे, उन्होंने इसको देखा. First Euler pointed out that the choice of route inside each land masses is irrelevant. The graph theory, ये इसी से graph theory बनी, and they have made the graph theory to solve out this problem, eliminating all the features except the list of land masses and the bridges connecting them. So इसको बोला गया vertex और node बोला गया आगे चल करके. When you study the graph theory in discrete mathematics, I think some of the universities में ये शायद अंडर ग्रेजुएट में है, कुछ में पोस्ट ग्रेजुएट में है. Then you came to know about the problems of like this. So this is called, this is mode. Yes, this is Königsberg bridge problem. Okay. Now this is the team of high school student discovers math formula. This is Brock bound. The 16 second from the left poses of the photograph with UVU professor Ben Moulton left, his mother and Sarah Brown the right, and the Sharon Gorley, a math teacher of Leahy High School of the university here. You can see the date is mentioned here, and student to publish a theorem he developed which simplifies the binomial expansion. So इसने here. So this is the high school student. You can publish your own work. Whatever the work you can do, you
Excuse me, Agnihotri sir, please unmute yourself. You are not audible, sir. Excuse me, Agnihotri sir, please unmute yourself. Agnihotri sir, am I audible to you? Sir,
yes, now am I audible?
Yes,
sir.
yes, you can.
Yes, sir, continue.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay,
sir.
okay,
Thank you.
okay. Now my screen is visible.
No, sir.
Okay, okay, just a minute.
Yes, sir. Now it's
Now it is
visible.
visible. Okay,
Yes.
okay, okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
thank you.
Continue your lecture, sir.
Okay. Yes, okay, students, everyone here, that I am just telling you about the Brooks theorem, which is solved by the high school student, right? So I'm just telling you that whatever you are uh, going to discover, या आप कह सकते हो कुछ discover नहीं भी किया, but अगर आपने कुछ उसमें कुछ नया add किया, right? That is called the research. And if you are researching something, you are doing some work, you should publish each and everything. आपको उसको publish कराना ही चाहिए. There are many mathematicians, Indian mathematicians, who have discovered many things, many lots of things, but they have not published yet. And उसके नाम से कुछ foreigners ने अपनी theorems को publish करा लिया. So there are so many theorems. बहुत सारी ऐसी हैं जिनको आप पढ़ते हैं छोटे से लेकर बड़े तक, जो कि फॉरेनर्स के नाम पे, बट उनका जो डेवलपमेंट हुआ था, you should publish the work like this student who is in high school and have to publish this Brock's theorem and develop some new thing here. So now, without taking the time, I'm just telling you something about cryptography here, fundamental theorem of arithmetic here, that the integers, either the prime numbers, you already know about the prime number, all the students know about it, the unique product of the prime numbers, how can we do किसी भी चीज को करने के लिए, you can see like for example, it is also a branch, right? It is also a branch of mathematics, study of secret codes. अच्छा, इसका फायदा क्या है? Cryptography is the study of the secret codes. Prime factorization is very important to people who try to make or break the secret codes. इसमें बहुत सारे लोग आगे जाते हैं और पढ़ते हैं. Factorization of very large numbers may be a hard task, right? बहुत बड़े theorem of algebra And here is not the start of algebra or anything, but you can see here the smallest 163 prime, 168, sorry, 168 prime numbers. You can see I'm showing it on the screen. Yes, these are the all the prime numbers. So many students, अगर जिनको ये problem होती है ना, whether it is a prime or not, especially for 10th or 12th level इकट्ठा करके रख दिया है. So if any one of you want to take it, then you can mail me, or either you that. So the smallest multi-digit palindromic prime that can is a both left and right prime. आप देख सकते हो ये 313 का मतलब क्या है यहाँ पर. You can see this can be written. इसको आप लिख सकते. I want to show you just a second that when the cubes of the digits of any number that is a multiple of 3 are added and then this process is repeated, the final result is 153. What it says that the process ends because 153. अच्छा 153 को आप कैसे लिख सकते हो? You can take the 1 is cube plus 5 cube plus 3 cube. When you take the cubes of the digits of any number, आप देख सकते हो ये numbers हैं, इनके हमने cubes के digits के cubes करे हैं. That is a right. So for example, let us take here the number. Take the number 108. You can see this is the number 108. 108 can be plus 353. So the number 108 reaches 153 in 2 cycles. So it can be represented like this. So ye observation hai, this is known as the the cubes of the digits of the number that is a multiple of 3 is added and repeated to get the final result as 153. तो 108 then it gives, इसको ऐसे करते जाते हैं, right? अभी आपको और दिखाते हैं. You can see like a detailed study of these numbers, like you can see 177, right? A detailed study of all numbers up to the 10 to the power 5 reveals that all the numbers which are multiple of 3 and are less than 10 to the repeated process of summing the cubes of the digits is done. But the only इसके numbers को लिए and maximum जो हमारे पास cycles आया, however the maximum cycles is 14 here, which are the multiples of, you can see the smallest number which requires 13 cycles to reach 153 is 177. अब देखो 177 को हम कैसे लिखेंगे? Yes, you can see 1 cube plus 7 cube plus 7 cube. You will get this number. Again 6 cube plus 8 cube plus 7 cube. You will get this number. Again you are writing in the same process. You will get this, you will get this, you will get this, you will get this, and along with you are doing and repeating the process until and unless you are getting 153. So this is the, as I have already told you, that this is the smallest number here, 153. Okay, so you can see this is the 153. कुछ numbers मैंने table पे लिए. Okay, now in the last I'm going to here in my slide that actuarial science. Actuarial science, how many of you know about the actuarial science? I think that many of you know about it. You have heard about it many times, that this is a science, that is a discipline that is related to mathematics, right? But in not broader, broader science. Mathematics includes the statistics, it includes them, in previous, बहुत पहले की बात है कि जितनी branches आपको अलग अलग दिख रही हैं, that is astrology, astronomy, right, earth sciences, oceanography, जितनी भी हैं. So that is also a part of mathematics, right? Applies to mathematical and statistical methods to assess the risk in finance, insurance, and other industries or professions. So actuarial science is related to that. Actuaries are professionals, ये क्या होते हैं? Who are the qualified in the field through education and experience. In many countries, actuaries must demonstrate their competence by passing a series of rigorous professional examinations. Actuarial science includes a number of including probability, mathematics, statistics, actuaries, and actuarial science. Don't want to study that in 2010. Okay, so these are here. My slides presentation is ended here because I have told you many things here related to the problems of mathematics and mathematical backgrounds. Now I want to show you one thing here based on your Ramanujan, that how can you see the things, and you can uh, just a minute. See my screen here, that is
Yes,
given.
yes, yes.
Yes, yes. Okay, that is basically from the Ramanujans. That is one of the research. This is especially for the students who are listening me. The students, those who are listening me, you can see this is the research paper, my research paper 3 years ago. I think this is in 2017's research, that Ramanujan's contribution of Ramanujan mathematics. You can see this is in bilingual Hindi and English. तो इसमें वो स्टूडेंट्स जो भी अपना कुछ करना चाहते हैं, दिस इज वन ऑफ द अनुसंधान रिसर्च जर्नल डिवोटेड टू हिंदी. आप देख सकते हो कि जैसे कि चाइनीज है, चाइना वाले क्या करते हैं, हमेशा अपने जर्नल्स को अपने अपने पब्लिकेशन को चाइनीज में लिखते हैं, जिसमें कि दूसरे लोग इन इंडिया वी ऑलवेज यूज टू स्पीक और यूज टू डू ऑल द वर्क इन इंग्लिश. तो ये एक जर्नल है जो कि यूजीसी लिस्टेड जर्नल है, एंड इसमें जिसका नाम है अनुसंधान विज्ञान शोध पत्रिका, दैट इज हियर, दैट इज पब्लिश्ड फ्रॉम द लखनऊ इटसेल्फ. तो इसमें आप लोग स्टूडेंट्स के लिए स्पेशली कुछ भी आप अपना इसमें करना चाहें तो यू कैन डू, एंड यू कैन फ्रेम योर वर्क, you can even do research, right? All the articles may be there. This is basically in two ways. देखिए, one way is this 1729 जो कि मैंने स्टार्टिंग में लिया था. दिस इज द टैक्सी कैब प्रॉब्लम. जब जीएच हार्डी रामानुजन से मिलने हॉस्पिटल गए थे तो उनकी टैक्सी का नंबर था 1729. तो रामानुजन को जब जीएच हार्डी ने बताया मैं एक टैक्सी से आया हूँ, उसका नंबर है 1729, तो रामानुजन ने तुरंत थोड़ी देर सोचा और सोचने के बाद बोला ये तो एक ऑर्डिनरी नंबर नहीं है, ये एक फैसिनेटिंग नंबर है और ये नंबर बड़ा ही भी लिख सकते हैं. तो इतने छोटे से कम टाइम में को सोच करके इतना लंबी बात बताई, बहुत बड़ी बात है. और इस तरीके के कुछ अदर नंबर्स भी सम पर किए गए हैं. सो कोई अपने क्लोनों से खेलता है. सो देयर आर नंबर थ्योरी, ही हैज कंट्रीब्यूटेड मेनी थिंग्स. का इलिनॉइस यूनिवर्सिटी में प्रोफेसर हैं अभी, उन्होंने इनकी बहुत सारी प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व किया, एंड 3 वॉल्यूम्स में एक बुक को बनाया जिसको नाम है द लॉस्ट नोटबुक ऑफ रामानुजन. So I met the Bruce in one of the conferences, international conference में एक बार मेरी उनसे मुलाकात हुई थी, and he's a professor there who is working over the some unsolved part of Ramanujan's work जो कि उन्होंने solved नहीं किया, and उस पर काफी work कर रहे हैं. So that is the thing here which I have shown. So now, so wait for it. I'm just showing you of the mathematics. They have given us very good formula and very large number of contribution to India as well as abroad the mathematics. So just a minute. Yes, so I'm going to start it. So please one time let me know that whether you are audible with that or not. Just so is this video's voice is audible to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, okay. Just I am playing it.
वॉल्यूम नहीं आ रहा है इसमें. आदित्य सर, वीडियो में वॉल्यूम नहीं आ रहा.
Mathematicians, but basically it starts with the Bhaskaracharya. So यहाँ पर हम लोग इसके थोड़ा सा देखते हैं and इनके वर्क को देखते हैं, and after that its uses, what we are using right now with which was given by the Bhaskaracharya. नहीं सुनाई दे रहा?
Yes, sir.
नहीं, यहाँ तो आ रहा है, just a minute. आप थोड़ा सा वॉइस तेज करिए, नहीं आ रहा है उधर?
सर अभी नहीं आया।
सर आपकी वॉइस क्लियर आ रही है, बट वीडियो की वॉइस नहीं आ रही है हम लोगों को।
वीडियो की नहीं आ रही है, ऐसा कैसे हो? अब इसको सर, अब इसको चेक करिए।
बहुत लो है इसमें।
बहुत लो है, बट आई हैव कल तो मैंने आपको इसको सुनाया था, एक बार देखिए इसको चेक करके कैसे होगी। यहाँ तो फुल है।
is as follows. Rasaguna Purnamahi Sama Shakantamaya Rasaguna Vakshenamaya
अब ठीक है?
Siddhanta Sharupani Rachita. The meaning of this stanza is.
अब ठीक है इसकी वॉइस?
हाँ जी सर, ठीक है, it's audible.
I was born in the Shak year 1036. If we add 78 in Shak year, we get the year AD. The year comes out to be 11. He says, at the age of 36, I have written Siddhanta Shiromani. This means in the year 1150 AD, he wrote that work. Bhaskaracharya has not given Indian Tithi and the name of the month when he was born. We are ignorant about the aspects of Bhaskaracharya's life. In one of the stanzas, Bhaskaracharya has mentioned where he was born. The stanza is as follows. Asit Sayakula Chalasritapure Previdya Vitvajjane Nana Sajjana Dhamni Vijjala Vide Shandilya Gopro Vijaha Shrauta Smarta Vichara Sara Chapuru Nishesha Vidyanidhi Sadhunamavati Maheshwara Kruti Daivadnya Chudamani Tajjasta Charanaravinda Yugala Prapta Prasada Surihi Mugdhodbodhakaram Vidagda Ganaka Priti Pradam Prasfutam Etad Vyakta Sudukti Yukti Bahilum Helavagamyam Vidam Siddhanta Grathanam Kubuttimatnam Chakre Kabir Bhaskaraha. He has given the name of the place as Vijjalvid. There is a dispute about the location of this place. Some say present Bid in Maharashtra was Vijjalvid, while some argue that Vijapur in Karnataka province was Vijjalvid. The first line of the stanza says that Vijjalvid is surrounded by Sahyadri hills. The surroundings of Bid and Vijapur are flat lands. Bhaskaracharya further says that scholars of three Vedas and many noble people are resident of Vijjalvid. Bhaskaracharya writes that a Brahmin with ancestral name Shandilya, whose name was Maheshwar, is my father. He was the crest of all the scholars. He was a sage. His thinking was ingenious and prudent. He was expert in Shruti. Second stanza, Bhaskaracharya says that at the feet of my revered father, I acquired all my education. My work, Siddhanta Shiromani, will be educative in this subject. Bhaskaracharya calls himself a poet. Excellent poetic structures are everywhere visible in his books. Even in modern days, nobody can study in his entire life the number of subjects studied by Bhaskaracharya. In one of the stanzas, Bhaskaracharya tells us which subjects he has studied. Ashtavyakarani Shat Sosyah Kabir Bhaskara. The subjects listed in this stanza are important. Ashtavyakarani, 8 books of grammar, mostly Panini's Ashtadhyayi. Shat Bhishajam, 6 books of medicine. Shat Tarkan, 6 books of logic. Ganitani Pancha, 5 books of mathematics of drama. And Mimamsa Yoho Antare, Purva and Uttar Mimamsa. This indicates that besides mathematics and has studied many other subjects.
You can see 8 books of grammar, medicines, logics, mathematics, Vedas, drama, and other things are also be there. कि उन्होंने किस तरीके से क्या-क्या चीजें के टॉपिक्स पे
A big carved stone can be seen in that temple. That stone inscription is historically very important. On that, names of 8 ancestors of Bhaskaracharya are recorded. The first name in the list is Trivikram, who was the author of Damayanti Katha. Bhaskar Bhatta was the son of Trivikram, who was honored by King Bhoj by awarding him a title Vidyapati. Name of his son was Govind, and Prabhakar was the son of Govind. Manorath was the son of Prabhakar, and his son was Maheshwar. He had 2 sons. One was Bhaskaracharya, and another was Sripati. Lakshmidhar was the son of Bhaskaracharya, who was honored by King Jaiprapal, giving him a title Vibhudagrani. Changadev was the son of Lakshmidhar, who established a college at Patan Devi to teach Bhaskara's work to the students and who got the stone inscribed. Sripati's son was Ganapati and his son was Anantadev, who established another college at north of Chalisgaon. Anantadev got a stone carved in Sarza Devi temple at Bahar. The 2 stone inscriptions give us lot of information about Bhaskaracharya. At the age of 36, Bhaskaracharya completed his important work Siddhanta Shiromani. In Lilavati, there are about 261 stanzas. Bij Ganit consists of about 250 stanzas. These 2 books are on mathematics. 1897, Faizi, who was in the court of Akbar, translated it in Persian. Books on mathematics were written.
You can see here that the books, some of the books given by the Bhaskaracharya is having the works on the mathematics, and one is on some of them are on astronomy. So he did a work lots in astronomy also. तो मैथमेटिक्स से ही इन्होंने एस्ट्रोनॉमी में प्लैनेट्स एंड एवरीथिंग से बहुत सारी इसकी बातें बताई थी, जैसे कि सन की अर्थ से जो डिस्टेंस है वॉट एवर दैट जो कि अभी हमारे एस्ट्रोनॉमर्स बताते हैं, सेम एग्जैक्टली गिवन बाय द भास्कराचार्य in those years, उस टाइम पे जब कुछ भी नहीं था. So he did a lots of work, and Lilavati is one of the famous book written by the Bhaskaracharya. इसमें बहुत सारे ऐसे mathematical formulae हैं, but that time was the Sanskrit stanzas that were there, but now that is translated in other languages also.
On spherical astronomy. In this book, there is a chapter called Yantradhyay, in which he has explained the instruments which were used for observation at his time. Bhaskaracharya has himself invented an ingenious tool for observation, and having obtained very small knowledge from him, I have composed Siddhanta Shiromani. This work will give spatial intelligence to genus. It contains good verses and sentences. It is flawless, clear, and easily understandable.
पाटणादेवी हे ठिकाण जळगाव जिल्ह्यातल्या 40गाव पासून 18 किलोमीटर अंतरावर आहे. इथे जागृत अशी आदिशक्ती चंडिका देवीचं पुरातन मंदिर आहे. सह्याद्री पर्वताच्या पायथ्याशी उंच चौथऱ्यावर धवल तीर्थापासून उगम पावलेल्या डोंगरी नदीच्या किनारी हे ठिकाण वसलेलं आहे. जवळ असलेल्या पाटणा या लहानशा गावामुळे या देवीचं नाव पाटणा देवी असं पडलं. मंदिरालगतचा परिसर अत्यंत नयनरम्य आणि मनमोहक अशा निसर्ग सौंदर्याने मोहून जातं. प्रसन्नता देणारे शांत आणि आल्हाददायक असं हे दृश्य मंदिराच्या चौथऱ्यावरून आपल्याला दिसतं. मंदिराच्या भोवतालचा परिसर म्हणजे वनराईने नटलेले पर्वतांचे उंच कडे, रंगीबेरंगी फुला फळांनी बहरलेले वृक्ष, सापासारखे नागमोडी खळखळ वाहणारे ओढे, हे सगळं दृश्य पाहताना आपलं मन अक्षरशः मस्ती जीवन विसरून निसर्गाशी.
In Satmala range, there is a place called Patan Devi, about 16 kilometers south of Chalisgaon. This is a photograph of the famous time there was a easy road from Chalisgaon to Devgiri via Pitalkhore. Area surrounding the Patan Devi temple is full of natural beauty. If you visit the place in the rainy season, the temple idol carries a weapon in her hand. The temple was existing even before the time of Bhaskaracharya, by the forest department. About 3 kilometers from Patan Devi, there is a temple of Maheshwar in a thick forest. Maheshwar means God Shiva. In this temple, there is another stone inscription. The Nikumbha dynasty was the rulers of this area. They were the tributary princes of Devgiri kings. One of them has built this temple and got the inscription carved. Behind this temple, there is a fort now called Kanhergarh. Local people call it Vijjalgarh, Bhaskaracharya, Vijjalveed, and Fort Vijjalgarh are related. He was most probably living in this location. In the 8th, 9th, and 10th stanza, Bhaskaracharya's ancestry is given. Shandilya Vamshe Kavi Chakravarti Trivikromo Bhut.
Now I'm showing you. Now I'm about the legends of that time that what the Bhaskaracharya work in spite of these details.
We do not know anything about personal life of Bhaskaracharya. He also attended a Gurukul. The master had a daughter whose name was Leelavati. After completing his education in the Gurukul, Bhaskaracharya decided to return to his home. Leelavati recognized Bhaskaracharya's brilliance, intelligence, and attractive personality. She requested him for marriage, but Bhaskaracharya refused her request, since in India, master's daughter is supposed to be the sister of the students. Bhaskaracharya told her, I cannot marry you because you are like my sister, but I will make your name immortal by giving your name to my first book. That is why the name of the Bhaskaracharya's first book is Leelavati. According to the second legend, Leelavati was daughter of Bhaskaracharya. Being a good astrologer, Bhaskaracharya studied her horoscope. He found that Leelavati should get married on a particular auspicious moment called Muhurta. Otherwise, she will be widowed. Bhaskaracharya found such an auspicious moment. Leelavati was quite young at the time of her marriage. Curious about sinking of the bowl, she went to the vessel full of water where bowl was kept. She stooped over the bowl. At the same time, the grain of rice fell from her forehead in the bowl. The hole was blocked. Water could not enter in the bowl and could not sink. The auspicious moment of the marriage was lost. After the marriage, Leelavati was widowed. Bhaskaracharya brought her back home and taught her mathematics and compiled the lessons in a book. He gave his daughter's name as the title of the book, Leelavati. Greatness of any person depends on the contemporary events in India and others. He was not only a good poet, but a good mathematician and astronomer. He was the director of some Christian and Muslim religions. In 10th century, the city was captured by Muslims. Christians wanted to have a control of that city. Crusades. Christians from European countries started sending their armies. In 1148 AD, Second Crusade was going on, in which Christian army was defeated. Bhaskaracharya was busy in writing Siddhanta Shiromani. In South America, Maya civilization flourished. It was destroyed in 1179 AD. Few pyramids erected by the Maya people can be seen today. According to Maya calendar, the world was to end in the year 2012 AD. But of course, nothing happened. In the Far East, there are several countries like Malaysia, Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, and Indonesia. The rulers of all those countries at the time of Bhaskaracharya were from migrated Indians. They established kingdoms in these areas and built huge temples. At Angkor Wat in Cambodia, there is a very large temple. Its periphery is about 20 kilometers. This temple is the biggest in the entire world. It was built by Suryavarman in 1150 AD. In that year, Bhaskaracharya completed Siddhanta Shiromani. Prithviraj Chauhan was the ruler of Delhi at the time of Bhaskaracharya. Since this battle, but in the second battle, fought in 1191 AD, he defeated Prithviraj and killed him. That was the end of Hindu rule over Delhi. It is assumed that Bhaskaracharya died in 1193 AD. The aggressors started capturing eastern India after the fall of Delhi. In those days, there were burning for a number of months. Along with Nalanda, universities at Vikramashila, Vallabhi, Odantapuri, Jagdalpur were also destroyed. From that destruction started dark ages of knowledge in India, which continued for next 700 years. When in India, the universities were being destroyed by the aggressors, near about the same time, established in England. First was Oxford in 1149 AD. In 1209 AD. In France, the first university was established at Paris in 1150 AD. Bhaskaracharya completed Siddhanta Shivamani in 1150 AD. History of how Indian decimal system Europe.
You can see here that before the Oxford and the Cambridge universities, the Bhaskaracharya have done a lots of mathematics. Bhaskaracharya, I want to show you कि क्या क्या काम भास्कराचार्य ने किया है, स्पेशली इन मैथमेटिक्स एंड द एस्ट्रोनॉमी. सो मैथमेटिक्स में आते हैं अब हम लोग. ये तो और द भास्कराचार्य था जो हम लोगों ने देखा, और दैट टाइम क्या क्या था, कहाँ के थे वो, एंड क्या वर्क उन्होंने किया. नाउ लेट्स कम टू
about 600 years. Leelavati and Bijganit were taught as textbooks throughout India. At the beginning of Leelavati, Bhaskaracharya has praised God of knowledge, that is Ganesh, in the following stanza. Pritim bhakta janasya yo janayate vignam virignam skrutaha tam vrundaraka vrishans to God Ganesh, who creates a love in his devotees. On remembering him, all obstacles are destroyed, and whose feet are revered by the gods. I am telling here the methods of slate mathematics, that is Patiganit, Leelavati. It is loved by the ingenious people for clarity, brevity, as well as its literary flavor. Indian decimal system of numbers reached Europe in 12th century, but they did not have names to all the 10 times numbers. In India, every 10 times numbers have names. Bhaskaracharya has given the names from 1 to 10 raised to 7 is Prayuta, 10 raised to 12 is Mahapadma, 10 raised to 14 is Jaladhi, 10 raised to 15 is Antya, 10 raised to 16 is Madhya, and 10 raised to 17 is Parardha. We are familiar with some of the names, but names of very high numbers are not known. They are used in astronomy. The ratio of circumference and diameter of a circle is called pi. One is accurate, and
we will see here that pi, what is the definition and how the pi is generated and why the values is coming from. We will see that how the Bhaskaracharya has given it. Okay, here.
He has used letters for the numbers. Vyase bhanandagni hate vibhakte, kabana suryeh parighastu sukshmaha. Equal to 9 because there were 9 Nanda kings. Agni is equal to Bhanandagni is equal to 392. Surya is equal to 1250. Bhaskaracharya's accurate value of pi is equal to 3927 divided by 1250. That is 416. The approximate value of pi for normal use given by Bhaskaracharya is pi equal to 22 by 7. Since Dva Vimshati is 22, Shai value increases 10 times. Europeans were not happy with the number 0. They were x into 0 is 0, x plus 0 is x. Square of 0 is 0, square root of 0 is 0, cube of 0 is 0, cube root of 0 is 0. But 3 by 0 is Khahara Rashi. Bhaskaracharya's Khahara Rashi is nothing but modern infinity. There is no change in the Khahara and dissolution of life in the universe. Bhaskaracharya is infinity. For example, 5 divided by 0.1 is 50, 5 divided by 0.01 is 500, 5 divided by 0.001 is 5000, 5 divided by 0.0001 is 50,000. 5 is given a formula to find out instantaneous motion as follows. Bimbardhasya kotijya gunastrijaharaha phalam do, which means sin x minus sin x prime is x minus x prime is written as d of sin x is equal to cos x dx. This means Bhaskaracharya had an idea. He could not advance this.
You can see the Bhaskaracharya is also, you can see, and that उनको थोड़े के बाद ये डिफरेंशियल कैलकुलस के आइडिया भी था, उनके पास लिमिट का आइडिया भी था, विच वी आर डूइंग। अब हम लोग जो आजकल पढ़ते हैं लिमिट, बिकॉज कुछ क्वेश्चंस होते हैं जो हम लोग डायरेक्टली यू कैन नॉट फाइंड इट आउट बिकॉज इट गिव्स यू द इंडिटर्मिनेट फॉर्म्स, सो वी आर गोइंग टू टेक द लिमिट्स। सो लिमिटिंग कंडीशंस का भी उनके पास आइडिया था। हम लोग अभी आगे इसको देखते हैं।
Educational institutions. There are several proofs of Pythagoras hypothesis. Some of them are simple, some are difficult. Formerly, Euclid's proof of Pythagoras hypothesis was taught in the schools, which is not so easy. Bhaskaracharya has given two simple proofs of Pythagoras hypothesis. In one of the proofs, a square with side z is divided into square. If the sides of the triangles are x and y, side of the inner square will be y minus x. Thus, the area of the outer square is equal to z square is equal to 4 times 1 upon 2 into x into y plus y minus x bracket square. Hence, z square is equal to
Pythagoras theorem हम लोग सब लोग जानते हैं, right? कि हमारे पास hypotenuse square will be equals to the sum of the other two sides, means that hyperpendicular and base square. बट इन्होंने देखिए किस तरीके से पाइथागोरस का प्रूफ बहुत पहले ही दे दिया था। अगर हम लोग एक ये यू कैन सी दिस इज द एरिया हियर एंड यू कैन सी हियर, so it is coming to by using this method, that is the area of the outer square will be equals to 4 times the area of this triangle, right angle triangle, and this is the area of the smaller square का area क्या होता है side square। तो ये आपको मिल जाता when you solve it. So he has given this proof very.
In this construction, three similar. Thus, BC square is equal to AB square plus AC square, which is Pythagoras hypothesis. Normally, if two sides of a has also given the formula for such a square in Lilavati. If A, B, C, D are the sides of the cyclic quadrilateral, then area of the cyclic quadrilateral 2. If we put D equal to 0, we get the area of a triangle. Area of triangle is equal to square root of S into S minus A into S minus B into S minus C, which is Heron's formula. Statement. Bhaskaracharya has given a rule of a polygon. Dhrushtodishtam rujabhujam kshetram yatraika bahu taswalpa taditara bhuja yutirathava.
So this is, we have seen that the cyclic quadrilateral area is given by the Ramanujan. Now I'm not going with this polynomials, sorry polygons. So अब यहाँ पर आपको एक थोड़ा सा दिखा
the circle into 1 arc minute angles. There, in this case, height is the radius of the circle and the base is a very small section of the circumference, which can be treated as a straight line. If we add areas of all the triangles circle, thus area of a circle is equal to summation of 1 upon 2 base into height. Since height is equal to radius r of the circle, area of the circle is equal to summation of 1 upon 2 base into r.
The modern formula which we are using for the area of the circle is given by the Bhaskaracharya in those time. You can see this is the 2 pi r and that is the height, and circumference is 2 pi r, and they have divide this into the smaller triangles here and obtain
of the circle, which is 2 pi r. Hence, select a cylinder of radius r and height 2r. Wind around the surface of the cylinder a paper. The length of the paper will be equal to the circumference of the cylinder, that is 2 pi into r, and its width, volume of sphere, is equal to 2/3 volume of cylinder, which is equal to 2/3 into 2r into pi into r square, which is 4 by 3 pi r cube. Bhaskaracharya knew the idea of limit? The answer of this question can be found from an example given in Lilavati. Kah khaguno nijardha yuktaha tribhicha gunitaha kharutaha trishashti. It means, what is that number? At first glance, the example appears to be totally wrong. Bhaskaracharya had an idea of concept of limit. French mathematician Blaise Pascal invented a peculiar pattern of numbers.
So few of them we will see here, not the very much. कुछ इसमें में से हम लोग देख लेते हैं कि क्या किया है एस्ट्रोनॉमी में और हम लोग की किस तरह से मैथमेटिक्स यूज होती है. ओके.
Even before Bhaskaracharya, there's a very good tradition of mathematicians and astronomers. We are going to have glimpses of some of the important scholars and their work. Also, we shall see the opinions of Western scholars. Our first name is Arya. In all, there are 121 Sanskrit verses only, out of which only 33 are on mathematics. We immediately know the status of this subject at that time. It was quite ahead of that age. Let us see what David Duncan, the author of the calendar, writes about Aryabhat. In 476 AD, a Hindu genus was born on the river of Ganges, a blend of Ptolemy, the astronomer, Pythagoras, the mathematician, and Bacon, the rebel. Aryabhat was one of the remarkable group of Indian scholars, a slim volume written in Sanskrit verse, and comprehensive encyclopedia on theory of mathematics. Varahamir was contemporary of Aryabhat. He has written 3 books. Among them, Pancha Siddhantika is on astronomy, which he has written in the year 505 AD. Brahat Siddhanta is second work time intervals. For example, Nimesh, Tatpar, Truti are very small time intervals. In India, formerly time was measured in Ghatika. 1 day was of 60 Ghatikas, and 1 Ghatika is equivalent to 24 minutes. Bhaskaracharya had some idea of gravity.
Here is the some idea of gravity, which is you have already know that it is related to physics and astronomy. So he has given some idea of the gravity and कुछ इसमें circumference of earth and all. अभी हम लोग थोड़ा सा और इस पे देखते हैं.
शमहि तयायत खस्तम गुरुम स्वाभिमुखम स्वशक्त्या आकृष्यते तत्पतिति इव भाति समय समन्व पतति ayam khe. It means a heavy object appears to fall on the earth. Actually, the earth attracts the body by its inherent attractive power. The earth is surrounded by empty space. It has no support where it can fall. In Indian astronomy, northern and southern passage of sun are important. First is called Uttarayan and second is called Dakshinayan. At the beginning of Uttarayan, ancient Indians used to have fire worship. In Mahabharata, it is written that Bhishma Pitamaha was waiting for the beginning of Uttarayan for his death. The starting point of Uttarayan is now called winter northernmost point on 22nd June. This day is called summer solstice. From that day onwards, the southern passage of the sun starts. During northern passage of the sun, days become longer than nights, and during the southern passage of the sun, nights become longer than days. On winter solstice, day is shortest and night is longest. On summer solstice, day is longest. Onwards, zodiac signs, Aries, Taurus, etc. are measured at an angular difference of 30 degrees each. In modern astronomy, the Earth is inclined to 23.5 degrees with respect to vertical, about which it completes one revolution in 26,000 years. At present,
And the last we will see about the circumference की अर्थ का हमारे.
Circumference of the Earth is very simple. He has explained it in a chapter, Bhuvana Kosh, in Goladhyay. अथ कस्मिंश्चित् पुरे अक्षांशान् ज्ञात्वा तस्मात् पुरात् उत्तरतः अन्यस्मिन् पुरे ज्ञेयाः ततः तेषाम् अन्तरांशैः पुरान्तरयोजनैः च अनुपातः यत् अन्तरांशैः पुरान्तर of the first. Decide the distance between the two cities. What is the distance? This distance is the circumference of the Earth. Let us select Satara and Kolhapur as two cities. Difference in their latitudes is 1 degree, 39,600 kilometers. The circumference of the Earth is almost same. To measure time, standard longitude is essential. In longitude, we can decide the timings of the astronomical events for different places. The map shows the cities in India from which Ujjaini longitude passes. In the map, those cities are Jalandhar, Jaipur, Kota, Ujjaini, Bhusawal, Bid, Solapur, Bagalkot, Harihar, Chikmagalur, and Kalikat. Lanka, Yavakoti, Siddhapur, and Romak are the 4 reference cities mentioned in Indian.
Okay, so here in the lastly, we have seen that what about the Bhaskaracharya, his education, though he has worked a lot at that time, and many other, along with the many other mathematicians there, right? So here, what is the last? We will see that an appeal to the youth that what is the work is here.
He has given a completely different stanza. He has asked the youngs not to waste time in the meaningless acts. The stanza is as follows. Vidya namana rasya kirtihi atula bhagyakshay cha ashrayo धेनुः कामदुधा रतिश्च विरहे नेत्रं ततीयञ्चसा सत्कारायतनं कुलस्य महिमा fortune. It is like a sacred cow fulfilling all wishes. At the time of agony, it gives happiness. Knowledge is like a third eye. It increases the greatness of a clan. It is an ornament without jewels. Hence, throw away all the meaningless acts and be ready to.
So this is the Bhaskaracharya's appeal to the youth that of a gonate gives happiness. इन्होंने देखी कितना ही अच्छी बात बताई यहाँ पर. So be ready to acquire the knowledge. So this is the appeal here. So again, wish to just here conclude our session that in this we have seen what is the glorious India's path in Bhaskaracharya, that about his birth, his education, उनके बुक्स के बारे में. सिद्धांत शिरोमणि बुक है एक उनकी, उसके बारे में हम लोगों ने देखा. देन पटन देवी टेम्पल एंड द एरिया, देन द लीजेंड्स, उस टाइम क्या क्या हो रहा था, कॉन्टेम्परेरी इवेंट्स क्या क्या थे. देन इन द मैथमेटिक्स, in mathematics we have seen the books on the mathematics given by him, the pi, 0 and the infinity values. So and the different other uses in area of the circle, surface area and the volume. So whatever we are teaching, and even not in the mathematics, even in physics and astronomy. The first point ये आप देख सकते हैं, this is कुछ बात the astronomers do well in this, उनको इसके बारे में पता होता है, so that will be getting the confusion. So इसलिए कुछ astronomy में talk. So that was the documentary here. Now I'm going to exit its documentary.
I do. Very beneficial, not only for the technical student, but non-technical students also benefited by your speech and documentary. You cover lots of things regarding Bhaskaracharya and their knowledge. One theory. I just tell it
Yes.
theory also. It's very interesting also, sir. You have lots of knowledge, sir, but the time is for document. Lots of topic, they are very interesting. Your documentary is very interesting. I wish कि हमारे जो students हैं
Your university also, so that you can
yes. Just मैं यही आपसे missing us, so definitely you send the mail
other
copy.
students may get benefited.
Yes, definitely, sir. Most welcome. It's our चांस कि हम आपसे मिले और आपने इतना अच्छा लेक्चर हमको दिया. Definitely हमारे now this time for the query, the who has joined this group and webinar. If you have any doubts and query regarding the lecture, please ask to the Agnihotri.
यस मैम, आई कैन. यहाँ पे आप पढ़ा रहे हैं दुबई में, ठीक है,
की बात करें, है ना, या आप यूरोप की बात करें, नो डाउट दे आर वेल एडवांस्ड इन टेक्नोलॉजी, राइट? So even in primary classes they are using all the technological way, and even वहाँ पर जो students हैं, बच्चे हैं, they are taking the mobile phones is allowed in every school. First of all, I want to tell you, and they are हर बच्चे को आपको मिलेगा iPhone. They are best in maths education. Our India is best, no doubt. हम लोग पीछे किस चीज में हैं? पीछे हैं सिर्फ एक चीज में, जो कि टेक्नोलॉजी है। वहां पर जो गवर्नमेंट करती है वो दे आर गोइंग टू प्रोवाइड ईच एंड एवरी स्टूडेंट अ फुल फैसिलिटी। क्या क्या फैसिलिटीज वो लोग प्रोवाइड करते हैं? दे आर गिविंग द लैपटॉप्स फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट टू ईच एंड वहाँ का कल्चर, हर चीज। बट द ओनली डिफरेंस इन मनी टर्म्स ऑफ, बट एजुकेशन की अगर बात करी जाए, स्टूडेंट्स एजुकेशन एज वेल एज द टीचिंग एजुकेशन इज वेरी गुड इन अवर कंट्री, स्पेशली इन मैथ्स एंड साइंस। हम लोग अगर पीछे हो सकते हैं तो टेक्नोलॉजी में पीछे हो सकते हैं। वी आर नॉट कंपेयर गोइंग टू कंपेयर विद देम एज इन टर्म्स ऑफ द टेक्नोलॉजी। वी कैन नॉट कंपेयर राइट नाउ इन टर्म्स ऑफ योर कि मनी पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू, बट in education point of view, in cultural point of view, and in respect point of view, India is the best among all the other countries, even all the other countries, जितनी भी countries हैं सबसे, in cultural point of view, in respect of point of view, and even in education point of view. तो ये तो मैंने थोड़ा सा फोन को लगता है कि मेरे को पढ़ने की जरूरत ही नहीं है। एक ये डिफरेंस मैंने बहुत पाया है।
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
हाँ,
Over to Ekta, ma'am.
Welcome Nilesh sir and Chaure sir. Lecture, so please ask your question, sir.
Okay,
Hello.
I would like to thanks to Agnihotri sir.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू। यस,
एक्चुअली आपने जितना अच्छा कोरिलेट किया है मैथमेटिक्स को, मैंने आपका पूरा लेक्चर सुना है।
अच्छा अच्छा, ओके।
और एक चीज बड़ी अच्छी लगी है कि मैथ जाए,
बहुत डिफिकल्ट
तो
होता है।
इट्स वेरी नाइस। और
थैंक यू।
सेकेंडरी एक और बात आपने जो पॉइंट की है कि बच्चे क्या है मैथमेटिक्स में क्विक क्विक रिस्पॉन्स मिलता है, मतलब छोटे छोटे से क्वेश्चन को लोग तो बच्चे क्या होता है कि ये सब चीजों में खासतौर से पीजी स्टूडेंट जो रिसर्च में पहुंच जाते हैं वो तो उसको सीख लेते हैं, बट जो पीजी स्टूडेंट्स के लिए भी अगर हम उनको बताया जाए कि शॉर्ट कम्युनिकेशन होते हैं जिसमें 1 और 2 पेज का पेपर भी पब्लिश।
सर बिल्कुल सही।
मैं इस प्लेटफॉर्म से ये बताना चाहता हूं कि मैथमेटिक्स में पर्टिकुलरली, क्योंकि अदर सब्जेक्ट में केमिस्ट्री है, मैथमेटिक्स है, फिजिक्स है, बेसिक सब्जेक्ट जो है बेसिक साइंस के, तो स्टूडेंट लेवल पर अगर वो शॉर्ट कम्युनिकेशन में इंटरेस्ट ले
टू राइट द रिसर्च पेपर एंड इन शॉर्ट। और जो अभी मैंने आपको बाइलिंगुअल शो किया था, आई विल शेयर विद दैट, कह सकते हैं उसको अनुसंधान के नाम से है। आई विल शेयर विद दैट टू यू। आप उसको कर सकते हैं अपने जो आपके इंटरेस्टेड स्टूडेंट्स हों आपकी यूनिवर्सिटी में, देन वो स्टूडेंट्स इससे जुड़ करके यूनिवर्सिटी का और अपना नाम भी आगे कर सकते हैं, आगे ले जा सकते हैं। सो दैट इज अ वेरी गुड आइडिया सर। जर्नल में पहले आप कर सकते हैं, और उसमें कोई ऐसा नहीं, उसमें 2 सेक्शंस होते हैं, एक रिसर्च पेपर्स का होता है और एक आपका वैज्ञानिक लेख का भी होता है। तो आप अगर कुछ आर्टिकल्स हैं, कुछ वैज्ञानिक, अच्छी बात है, तो यू कैन पब्लिश विद योर स्टूडेंट्स, और स्टूडेंट्स में पब्लिश टू टेक द हेल्प विद देयर टीचर्स। थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर।
Okay, thank you Nilesh sir. Chaure sir, I would like to call Chaure sir if you have some queries, sir.
No, I am very much fascinated now by the Aditya, and I think it must be extended to all the students properly. और मैं सर से रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा कि वो एज अ मेंटर क्या हमारे डिपार्टमेंट ऑफ मैथमेटिक्स को हमेशा एडवाइस करते रहेंगे इन द फ्यूचर, हमारे यहाँ रखें ताकि हम नई नई चीजें और इम्प्लीमेंट कर सके हमारे स्टूडेंट।
We will definitely add their name.
Okay, thank you ma'am, thank you
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thanks for asking and giving us your valuable time. Now, after that, I welcome to the Dr. Harshvardhan Srivastava, sir, Pro Vice Chancellor of our AKS University, and he had a retired principal, Government PG College, Autonomous College, Satna, Dr. Harshvardhan, sir. Good morning, sir. Dr. Harshvardhan, sir. Am I audible to, sir? I think, is there any technical issue with the whom, sir?
Sir, mic is mute. You just ask him to unmute. Yeah. Yeah.
Harshvardhan, sir, am I audible to you? I just call him.
I think Sudha madam, you call to him.
जब लिंक किया तो मैं कहा कि आप का नंबर आ गया बोले कि सुन तो रहे नहीं थे खा रहे थे
Yes, sir, please mute yourself. Your background noise is coming here.
Thank you, Dr. Agnihotri, for your such a nice presentation, informative and attractive presentation. We are getting so more knowledge from your presentation, and it should be very fruitful to our students.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
It's,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Agnihotri, sir, for giving us your important time and valuable. So they get benefit by your introduction.
Okay, ma'am. Yes. Okay. First of all, thank you for giving me the opportunity here in the IKS University. Experience more than 11 years of teaching experience of teaching the different students of different countries, including given different research papers on the number theory as well as Ramanujan's work and summations and transformation formulae. So that is my work of interest here. And I just what I feel that to motivate the students in the mathematics field so that they can come to know the mathematics in the real, they can feel the mathematics, not only the learn the mathematics, they can feel the, that's it, the only thing here that I presented here with the Indian mathematicians and their contributions.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for your introduction, and I think you give us your knowledge and share your knowledge with our student as our sir requested to you.
They can do their work for the engineering students as well as for the PG students especially. They can do their work. They can just whatever can know in different form they can think. जो कि mathematics में वो लोग कर रहे हैं उसको अगर अलग वे में they can publish it in their, I will share with some of the अपने हिंदी में भी इंग्लिश में भी बहुत सारे there are journals in which the scientific जो हमारे वैज्ञानिक लेख होते हैं उनको पब्लिश करते हैं, कोई ऐसा नहीं कि रिसर्च पेपर ही हो. So it gives the name and fame of the university plus the students, so it is good for them field of mathematics. So definitely whenever you need I will be there for you, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
What
I think there is, sir, what we have to do is, sir, please tell us what we have to do. Okay. Welcome to our welcome, sir. Welcome in our program. It is the 2-day program on the National Mathematics Day.
I'm audible now.
Yes, sir. आपकी आवाज आ रही है.
Thank you very much.
Okay.
On the National Mathematics Day, on behalf of National Mathematics Day 2020, which is being celebrated on the late Sir Ramanujan, a great mathematician of India and in the world. He is known for his mathematics, and on his memory, this webinar and speech competition and expert lectures have been arranged and organized by the Department of Mathematics. First of all, I congratulate Professor R.N. Tripathi, our Dean, and the coordinator of this event, Sudha Agarwal ji, and his coordinator, Mr. Radhakrishna Shukla. So this is a very prestigious subject of this, not only of this university, but of the entire world. Mathematics is very important in our day-to-day life. Without mathematics, we cannot plan our planning process, or we cannot, and other departments who have liberally consulted and associated with this event, and they have to the university. I have just heard a few sentences of Aditya Agnihotri, who must have given a very valuable talk on magic numbers, which is quite important for the students as well as for the common man. And I wish that Sri Aditya Agnihotri may so, and he would be in our mathematics department, our students itself. Competition has to be conducted shortly, and for the other topics, cosmology and lecture optimization, etc. This is very good effort and initiative of the Department of Mathematics, and I welcome and I appreciate on behalf of the university that such type of activities must go on in our students as well as in the interest. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak a few words. So I'm not a student of mathematics, but I know the importance of mathematics to be understood by all. Thank you very much, Madam Surwal, that you have given me this opportunity. And I also appreciate the coordinator, but all the researchers and the students or personalities who are interested in mathematics, they will also learn some new things by such type of organization and arrangement. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thanks for joining the webinar and
motivate us. Thank you,
for
sir. Thanks for your motivational speech.
now at the last,
Now,
I
at the last, I would
give the thanks to
give
the
the thanks to
Dr.
the
Nilesh Roy
Dr.
sir
Nilesh Roy
and
and
Dr. Kamlesh
Dr.
sir
Kamlesh
who
sir,
gives us
who
your
gives us
valuable
your
time.
valuable
Mute
time.
your mic. Sudha ma'am. Sudha ma'am, please mute your mic. It is echoing.
I would like to thanks each and everyone who joined this webinar and giving us valuable time to make this successful webinar. Thanks to you all for joining this webinar. And at the last, I would like to give thanks to the Aditya sir who conduct a wonderful webinar for us. I hope our student definitely get benefit with their knowledge and the webinar. Thanks to you all. Thanks to Sudha ma'am who give me opportunity to conduct this webinar. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Radhe sir. Thanks each and every member of the department.
Thank you, Dr. Aditya.
Thank you, Kamlesh sir. Thank you, Adit sir. Thank you, Ekta ma'am.